What is up, everybody? Had to move the show over to Monday night. Didn't want to really compete with the Super Bowl. Didn't think there was going to be too many people out there going for that, even though it was kind of a boring game, but pretty exciting to watch it go into extra time. Really wanted to break down into how some of these lines moved and how other parts we could have possibly missed. But overall, I think I did pretty good. Main event, I definitely took a big stump on that. I don't know how to get myself to stop falling in love with these damn freaking new trains. They come in looking so damn good, and he just like completely folded past that second round. I was on a space with Rob, and as soon as the right at the end of the second round, I was like, I don't like how that finished. It didn't look good, and what do you know? He got smashed for the next 3 rounds. How you doing tonight, brother?
Well, I don't know what the fuck you were talking about because all I heard was trains come in looking so damn good. I was like, oh no, is Rhino one of these freaks that collects train cars and shit?
Oh yeah, I have to spend all night putting them together, like them old kits they used to have, where it make it look just like a freaking a Firebird or some shit like that. I remember people having those in their basements.
Yeah, literally, that's what I was thinking you had in your basement and shit. I was like, what is he talking about?
Nah, talking about prospects and how Pfeiffer was the new prospect with all these finishes, and he's got more power than Francis Ngannou, and all that mumbo jumbo. And I jumped on it early because I knew the line was going to drop a lot, and then right towards the end, I started hearing more and more people coming out with, Jack Hermanson could just completely, dominate him, and I'm like, ah, man, they're making some good fucking points, but I had already made my bet. I didn't throw a ton of money on him, but he would have put me more positive, and I think I ended up plus 2 units, but I would have been way more if he would have actually finished.
Yeah, man, fucking. I started off super hot, man. I think after that Loma fight, I was up somewhere around like 12 units. I got in early on Max Griffin. I think I ended up putting a total of like three and a half units on him. And then
Mm-hmm.
I went, I think like 4 units on the damn over one and a half. Everything cashed. Then I hit that damn Loma. Um, and it was great. And it was great. And then I was watching on my phone out there on the beach. Took my we're going out of town and stuff.
Yeah.
Little vacation, so we did a little Valentine's dinner early and stuff. And then I don't know why, man. I went ahead and said I'm up crazy. Let's put 4 units on Dan Ige and Pfeiffer. And well, that really
Man.
sucked ass right there.
So
And
you
then
you fell for the same thing then.
yeah, the worst part too is I'm always texting my homie about fights if we're not watching it together. And I told him, I was like, and I think I even said it on the Friday space. If we go past 2 rounds, let's hope Pfeiffer looks absolutely great so that we can get a ridiculous number on Hermanson and then we live bet Hermanson. Well, after
Yeah.
that second round came, I'm texting my homie and I said, plus 250 on Hermanson right now live.
Shit,
And then I
I
sent,
thought it said plus 700 at one point on there, didn't it?
I think it was after the second round because Piper had a good early second round and it was moving a lot. But I had sent that. I told him I was like, "That's the line right now," And then like seconds later, I texted him back, "Fuck that! I ain't live betting nothing. We're riding this shit." And the whole time he was like, "Yeah, I slammed it 250, man. I had to put 3 units on it." I was like, "Fuck you! Don't talk to me about it."
Gosh, what a fucking good. Yeah, live bet, man. That was definitely the spot to put some fucking money on, dude. I was shocked how much he just was like a deer in headlights at that point. Gas tank was gone. I mean, he'd throw a couple strikes, but he wasn't really putting anything really into it. Just fighting defensively. Good for Jack Hermanson to come in there, who hasn't been very active and kind of dominate a new up and comer. You
Yeah,
know,
and I kept on telling my homie, I was like, "Well, Piper won the first two, man. I just need him to win one." Third round goes by for Jack. Fourth round goes by for Jack, and I'm thinking, well, he's obviously saving it for this fifth round. Come on, take the fifth round. And
yeah.
no, he had no gas. He had nothing.
I did win on Eeyore. I won on Ige. I did have fun with these bets for the who wins the first round. I did
For
two of
what fight?
those. I did it for the Ige fight. He's either going to win in the first round or he'd win it on the scorecard. And then I did it for somebody else and I fucking lost. Jeremiah Wells. I thought Jeremiah Wells would win the first round. I was like, I'll put money on that, and then I'll put the rest on the money line that Max Griffin wins the fight. And I thought I got it, but no, that they must have given him like the second round.
So how does that work? Does that because I mean Wells did win the first round in one card, right?
Yeah,
Um,
but he'd have to have two judges for him to, I think, to technically win the first round
mm,
because you could bet on the second round
okay, okay.
if you wanted to. So I thought as the fight progressed, it was going to be more Max Griffin taken away with it. So I was like, I bet you he comes out there and wrestle fucks him and gets a first round, taken from the judge scorecards. So that was the reason why I put it in. And then I had let's see, I had a parlay, two banger with Max. Oh, that turned into just more money on Max. I had Max and I had Daniel Marcos, but I did that over 2.5. I didn't want to pick who was going to win.
Yeah, I was thinking that I was gonna make out real early and then just not bet because I was doing that date night thing. I
Mm-hmm.
had Marcos and Hyder. Shout out Joe. I know he's listening. I said, you know what, man? He's spot on. It's fucking Fernie Garcia, man. He ain't gonna win. So I had put in I think 2.5 units on that, and it ended up just being a straight bet because three nut kicks and an eye poke.
Yeah, yeah. Turned into nothing.
Yeah,
I wish I would have got up on that freaking inside the distance for Dan Ige. I can't stand fucking Andre Feely. I know everybody kind of likes him. Maybe it's because he's got the pervert nickname,
yeah.
but I think the guy's horrible. I don't think he's that damn good. And I was like, Ige's totally going to win. So I had him on a bunch of my lineups and everything like that. And, geez, we're so boring. Fucking Daniel left. Yeah. So, let's see, over 2.5 was a minus 223.
For that
So
E-gay fight.
yeah, for that Ige fight, they're
Yeah.
pushing like it was just going to be a snooze fest. When you look at it in the books, they really expected that. I mean, if you would have went under, it was a plus 183. I mean, it's one of those fights where when you expect it to just be too much of a decision, like you do have to realize that this is fighting and there's a lot of knockouts and finishes and stuff like that. Is what I'm saying. And it's like you didn't even kind of notice the book having that wrong, because he's got a lot of power.
Yeah, and I thought Feely was gonna try and do a lot of clinching and wrestling to try and extend the fight and slow down Ige because I personally thought Ige had the better striking on the feet.
2.5 is a freaking long time too.
Yeah.
So I mean that's the one bet I think I was missed on that one. Eeyore and that Robert Brychek, that was just two horrible guys. And I didn't know Eeyore freaking missed weight too. And I was like, God, I wouldn't have bet on him for that. I hate that. Uh, RoboCop, he did what everybody said he was going to do.
Yeah, I had to just take him straight. That damn Ehor fight kicked my ass because I mean Ehor's not good, but it turns out how the freak do you get fraud checked by Ehor? I went ahead and bet the KO and KO round one for Robert, and well, that was a big bite in the ass for sure.
Yeah.
Um, but that Gregory Rodriguez, yeah, I definitely just had to play him. And right going into that second round, I was thinking, man, I should have just sticked with my gut and bet Rodriguez by decision. And good thing I didn't, because he fucking ended up sleeping.
Smoking him.
Yeah.
That ended at a plus 175 on Bet Online. So it opened up as a plus 200. So that definitely bit pretty good. Went down 25. Obviously, a lot of people saw that one coming. How are we doing tonight, Andrew?
What's going on, gents? How we doing?
Doing pretty good on National Hangover Day.
Not for
Had some
me.
pretty good food.
No, well, I had great food, but I don't really drink, so I didn't have to worry about the hangover.
Uh, Pussy. You're supposed to at least get drunk on the fucking Super Bowl.
Nah, I would say the only time I really ever have a drink is if it's like a family dinner, like for holidays and shit, or if it's like a wedding, or like some other random special occasion. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
He'll get drunk for Jesus, but he ain't getting drunk for no Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. The next one, obviously, Michael Johnson, man, came in there and did exactly what I thought he was going to do. I mean, he dominated that fight. He looked pretty damn good to another guy who's obviously spent a lot of time in the ring, but is not at that level in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, I didn't put anything on that one just because I thought Michael Johnson would be the side. But it's Michael Johnson. He's as close to a 50-50 record as you can get. So I said I'll just leave that one alone. I didn't parlay anything with that one. That one went completely untouched, and it seemed like that one was easy ass money.
Yeah, I think the over 1.5 was a good bet that was missed. It was at minus 140, opened up at minus 170. So, I mean, not too many people caught it, obviously,
I think there were
but
just a lot of people like myself who wanted fucking nothing to do with that fight.
yeah, possibility. I mean, it definitely was a little scary with guys that have that many losses. It, for some reason, terrifies the shit out of us.
I mean, Michael Johnson's a 50-50 fighter. Like
Yeah,
it's
with every fight that he takes, but this was definitely the fight for him to win because he was
yeah.
taking on somebody with like nothing to lose. A guy really trying to make a name for himself. That somebody who's got a big advantage in some side. Like this guy had no advantage in anything, and that's how old vets like him get victories.
Hey, let me ask you a question real quick, cause this shit always confuses me.
So
So if I'm looking at the fight stats, and Carlos Pratis knocked out Trevin Giles in round two, 4 minutes and 3 seconds. Was that how much time went through, or that's how much time was left? Was it at the beginning of the round or the very end of the round?
Very end of the round.
Very end of the round. So 403 is how much time elapsed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every major
That's why
sport
it's
is
13
exactly
seconds.
that logic, except hockey's the opposite. It's fucking weird. Confuses the shit out of me every once in a while.
So, not to really divert the conversation too crazy, but this is the annoying part, man. So all week I had told y'all in the chat this was gonna be one of those weeks where you look at this split strategy and it's gonna look ugly. It's gonna look like a hell of a lot of losses because it's gonna be all red. But one of those perfect ones that you get to read. Um, Two shitty ass fighters like Bryzek and Ehor, they hit that over 1.5, even though it doesn't fit anything on the strat. Michael Johnson and Flowers hits the over 1.5. It doesn't fit the strat. Practice Giles. Giles, we know he always extends fights until he gets knocked out. He hits over 1.5. The strat is a loss. And then same thing with Wells Griffin. That was another fight. Two fighters that kind of extend that fight, and it doesn't fit the strat. It goes down as a loss, but that's something that's very easy to read. And seeing this really kind of pisses me off because it's like you see a lot of free money there that at least I have been learning
Yeah.
how to read this fucking strategy to
I
a
think the
damn
only
T.
one that I regret from the ones you said, because they were all good, the Max Griffin one is the only one where I'm looking back at it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how I didn't see that one going that way. Like all the other ones that lost, it's like, okay, shit happens. Like it's not a big deal. But that Max Griffin one is the one where I'm like, wow, how the fuck did I not take that?
Yeah. I got them both on that because it was 1.5, right?
Yeah, 1.5,
Yeah, and
one
I
and
was
a
like,
half.
there's no way in hell that's going under 1.5. I was like, if anything happens, they're just Wells is too much of a grappler for that to happen.
And that's what put me up so early and got me fucking cocky, fucking winning on Griffin and that over 1.5. Like I said,
Somebody
had me.
pointing out how many losses all of the people that Jeremiah Wells had beat is what really opened my eyes on that.
Yeah, and I think just a future note for the or a note for the future, shall I say, is Jeremiah Wells hits hard as a fucking truck, but homeboy really likes to skate on the outside and not create a lot of activity because we saw the difference in strikes landed between the two, and he made Max Griffin fight extremely slow and at his pace. And if somebody can not get caught and has enough of a chin to stay with his power, that's a free over for us.
No doubt about it, man. I like Jeremiah Wells too. I think he's got a lot of explosive, entertaining fights, no doubt. But that was no surprise, and happy for my pocketbooks. Devin Clark got the shit kicked out of him, by the way, for a 210 favorite.
Bro, that's the one bet. I swear to God I wish I didn't miss that Friday space because that was gonna be my one point was, dude, anyone who bets Devin Clark at a 2-1 favorite is a brave fucking soul because
Yeah,
that's craziness.
yeah, I didn't put anything on this fight just because I don't like Devin Clark at all, and I was like they like him, and then I researched Racine. I was like he could have a chance, but this is a pick 'em fight, and I said fuck it.
I was thinking about going Clark by decision, but checking my history right now, thankfully the only thing I did was over.
The under 2.5, which would have hit, was at plus 120. Didn't really,
Bro, how
yeah,
did we miss
actually,
that one too? Like,
I mean, when it opened at 115, went down all the way to 155,
Yeah, but me and Usman are always on these fucking overs. I don't know how we missed this one.
Yeah, well,
Wait,
wasn't this
what
one
fight are we
under
talking
though?
about?
We're talking about Devin Clark. Devin
Devin
Clark
Clark.
got
Did you
knocked
take
out
the over on that
before.
one?
Yeah. I thought I was talking right now, but I had my mic muted. Um,
You pulled a
mic muted,
Joe?
son of a bitch. Yeah. What I had said was I really wanted to take Devin Clark by decision, and luckily I only took the over on that.
Oh, so you only lost on the over.
No, the over cashed. It went to decision,
Hey,
bro.
I thought he got knocked out.
Nah, he just got his ass whooped for three
I just got his
rounds.
ass whooped for 3 rounds. All right, maybe I'm thinking of a different one. Yeah, because he did look horrible. I mean, it was a massacre, wasn't it? Might have been
Yeah.
when they get those fights. My kids are running around, and I don't actually get to memorize on the entire things. What about Luma? Anybody who bet on her was probably shaking in their boots.
No way. I bet on Loma, and
Well, when the fight happened, not so much that you didn't feel confident in the bet.
no, bro. Loma's one of my favorites, man, and I took her by decision at plus 120 because she's the best. She's the GOAT.
Lucky it was WMMA there, man.
And I would have taken the over too, but that was I think minus 330 at the time. I have it
Uh,
listed here. Hold on.
it's gotta be.
No, minus 215. So not even bad. I don't even know why I didn't take it.
Got 227. That's what it's showing here. That's funny. Oh, that's who I'm thinking about. Zach. He got knocked the fuck out in like the first round.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. I was wondering why there was a lot of people that were kind of on his side. I did have, I think, a small bet on Bogdan. I think is that how I say his name? Gustav. So I did have him on a parlay, and I think I had him on one of my DraftKings picks. So that was a nice little freaking dog pick there.
Usman, you cost me my rent money, bro.
Man, I barely saved my own ass by hedging on that one, and I hit the over. I hit the over because I definitely thought it was gonna go at least 1.5, but then sprinkled on fucking Bogdan KO round one at plus 350 just cause fucking Paugas.
Felt just right.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knew, right? That was the only two ways that it was gonna happen. Either he KOs him in one, or Zach was going to cash that over. And well,
True.
Zach did not cash that over.
Bro,
No,
I
he
don't
did
regret
not.
making that play at all. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like the bets that I think I played like 3 or 4 small lays, and I only hit one of them. The one that cost me my money this week was that Danny Ige knockout. That shit fucked me because I thought that over 1.5 was just so free. And if I could take that bet again,
Mm-hmm.
I would because I swear to God that's not happening again. But I don't regret any of my bets this week. I really don't.
Well, it's funny that you say that, man, because for one, watching that Pauga fight, I was thinking he hasn't learned from his mistakes. He's winning the round, but he's doing the exact same shit that he did with Mo Usman and lunging in with that left hand just straight out and not protecting his chin at all. And then I was over there on the island, so I was lagging behind when the Dan Ige fight was going on, and everybody, I think people were messaging in the group saying 50K, what a performance by Ige, and it hadn't happened yet, so I was like, damn, well I know I'm behind, and I'm watching it, and my wife is watching it there with me, and she goes, oh, they're ahead of us or what? And I tell her, yeah. And I go, man, I bet you it's going to be that damn either a left hook or a right straight. Look at how fucking low this guy has his hand whenever he's lunging in. And then maybe like 30 seconds later, I'm go, yeah, it's the left hook, right fucking hand, right over. And I go, well, fuck it. He's done. Fuck the
Bro,
over. Like,
Ige's that dude. I just didn't think he was gonna do it that fucking quick, bro. I was so mad. But like the Paunga one, They started off a little slow, and then he clinched him up, put him up against the cage. I'm like, that's right. That's your game, bro. You do that for 5 minutes. That's exactly what I want to see.
Same. I the whole time I was thinking, give him some hugs. That's what I want to see. Hug his ass.
Bore fest. You guys want more decisions. That's what you're looking for more. I want more slaps. You guys want more decisions.
We want to win. In the words of Nacho Libre, we want to win.
Yeah. And then Emil, he came in and made short work of Shitty Garcia.
So in that one, like I said, I had that parlay of fucking Marcos and Emil. I didn't take anything straight on Emil actually, but I was thinking about Emil decision because Fernie is just shown to not die, man. He's really stuck in there, and he's shown the dog in him, and
Yeah, but once you get on that many fucking losses, it's pretty hard to have that same ambition. I think I would read it that way in the future. I mean, a guy who's on don't have that much confidence in a guy going to the judges when he's on a 3-fight losing streak. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean that's I guess what you could say another lesson learned. Fucking somebody that's been going through wars and is on a damn losing streak. Eventually, you're gonna catch him getting finished.
No doubt about it. I mean, we'll probably see him on the cut list by next time. Any other fights you want to look at? Odd talk before we go to a little round robin.
We didn't really talk about that Beloji Oki fight, but I didn't really pay attention to
Oh,
that one
I
at
was
all.
pissed. Yeah, I did have a bet on that under. I took under 2.5 because I was like, this is two guys that have no reason really being here, and somebody's gonna die. And then I was like, you guys suck so bad you can't even beat each other up.
I think it was Joe that said it on Friday, and this is why I took the over 2.5 at plus 100. That usually these guys that are coming off of a real quick turnaround with a good performance usually have a good performance, but just not enough to lose or to win the decision. So I just said, fuck it. Maybe it'll go to decision. They'll test each other out, and I'll hit that over. So I got that over, and then
Good read.
yeah, I think it was Joe that said it. So shout out Joe. But
He doesn't need a bigger
that
head, Usman.
another one that I lost fucking 3 units on. Um, fucking just because I really had confidence in this one was the Rodolfo Vieira and the Armin Petrosian fight. We didn't talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I thought he was gonna do better than that too.
I had over 1.5 with the 2 units, and then 1 unit on fucking Rodolfo by decision because I mean I said it too in the breakdown. Armin gets taken down for sure, but he has good get ups. The scary thing is he definitely gives up his back. But I mean, even he had Cow on his back, and my homie that I was telling you about, he asked me too. He was like, I mean, he survived Cow, right? Would you say Cow's better? And I would say, yeah, overall more better. But Rodolfo is just way more of a submission threat. And I was like, fuck, man, give me those last 11 seconds because I thoroughly believe if he made it out of that first round, we were gonna hit at least the over 1.5. And that's what I had fucking the 3 units on.
Yeah, he
Um
folded on that fucking as soon as he went to the floor.
Yeah, I mean, and he got up that first time. I know, I think he got up 2 times, but with that slam, a little further away from the fence, fucking Hidalgo started slicing through that guard,
Oh yeah, I mean, as
and
soon
it
as he
was
grabbed a
over.
hold of him, he never let go. Man,
Yeah,
you could tell he was like, "Fuck this! I've had enough of
that
this."
one hurt. I know. Next week, after getting up. so big early in the night and then losing my ass towards the end of the night. If you're counting, that was up 12 units minus 7 units in those last three fights. So fuck me extra,
Uh,
right? Um,
Made you almost feel like you were a big boy
yeah,
and your
yeah.
pants fell down.
So this coming week, I'm up in the unit size. I'm going to limit myself to 5 straight bets, no parlays, and let's build some bankroll. Let's
Do
find
a
some
1-2
lots.
banger. Try to do that. Try to do like 1-2 banger or something like that. Or there's some guys that do those like three. You got to pick three that are at least minus 200 or something like that, and to try to be just to compete with each other, you know,
Ye-
and throw them around for fun.
Yeah, and I think let me see, like if that damn
We might even talk Daniel into doing it. It'll be like a scratch off ticket day for like $10.
yeah, that damn two team fucking Emil and Marcos was gonna pay out. I think it was like minus 101 or some shit like that. So that would
Mm-hmm.
have been a good payout too, right there on top. But
And you can mix some of those overs in it as well. I mean, next week's card, I'm sure we'll be going all over fun stuff of that. I just watched a bunch of their, I quit watching all those stupid shows, Countdown and Embeddeds and all those.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just after so many years, you're like, I could care less about the goddamn drama story you want to try and sell me.
well, I say we're getting a free over right out of the gate. Andrea Lee versus Miranda Maverick. I know we all love Maverick.
Yeah,
But she's gonna hug this girl and take her to the ground and hold her down for 3 rounds. This
I did
isn't.
a podcast with her as a guest one time, Andrea Lee.
Yeah, I think you said that before.
It was cool.
Yeah, this isn't Priscilla Cachueta though. She's not going to. She's not gonna finish this fight.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a go make a sandwich type of fight. I agree with you there. What's it sitting at right now for fun? They've got the over 2.5 at minus 325.
Get on it
I
now.
think they might be on the same page as us.
Get on it now.
Yeah, get on it now before it hits 400. I'll guess it closes at that. Woodboone versus Bon Elliott.
Yeah, I that discipline
I don't
Rhino
even remember who the hell
discipline.
these guys are.
I ain't touching that shit. Woodburn is the kid that they brought in just so that Bo Nickel can torture in 38 seconds. And Oban sounds like it's a fucking
Oh yeah, so he got that for
prescribed
picking up the
deodorant.
fight. So he got yeah, so it's that guy who got it for picking up the fight then.
Yeah, I'm not touching that. Discipline, Rhino, discipline.
Yeah, no shit.
Val's fighting at welterweight though. He fought up on short notice to fight Bo.
Oh, so he's
Well, and
coming
and
down in
he's a
weight?
dog too. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
still a
wasn't a
dog.
185er. He was tiny, bro.
Yeah, he looked tiny next to Bo.
Yeah, he's only 5'8", and the guy from Wales that he's fighting is 6 foot. They still don't even have his reach on here. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's gonna be a. This guy's got no finishes really. He's got a majority decision on Contender Series, and got himself a contract. Damn. And then he's got a bunch of decisions. His last finish was a year, 8 months ago, to a 3-0 guy in freaking what is this? Cage Warriors. Yeah, that's a boring ass fight.
Now you see, it would lead me to believe that they were going to set that over under at man,
Yeah,
what the
we
hell?
can play that game.
Uh
What you got?
oh, it's at 2.5. I was gonna say I would assume they would set that at 1.5, but nope, 2.5.
2.5. The over 2.5 is plus 155. I mean, I think it's going to be a shit fight. Val does have some knockouts that were quite a while ago under some shitty competition. And then he's got 2 decisions against some other guys with quite a lot of records, but still it's in combat night fighting, which is a nobody card. This is definitely a shit show. More than
So,
likely, still going to go to a decision, I would guess. Or this guy's going to finish him. 72. But he's got too many freaking decision wins of his own. He's on four straight fights of decisions and 1 submission. He's 9-2.
so Bet Online fully upgraded their website or something. I was having trouble finding my bet history earlier because it logged me out and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it right now, and they already have all the props and everything listed like completely. So I guess that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they updated their website, Bet Online. All right, what's up, Joe? What do you got to say there, bud? Got a brand new
I
card
was
with
just gonna
Gavin
say, if you want
Huffman
to find
back
an
for this
edge to
week.
bet this fight, I would watch. Nah, I didn't
Go
bet
ahead.
shit. But I did do a short look up on Val after he took that fight against Bo.
Yeah,
Say definitely do not look for an edge in the stats and go watch tape. Val is a really good fighter. He he was impressive what I could watch. He is though. I'm not being funny. He's got nice striking. I know Bo fucking knocked him out, but he's got pretty good hands. His cardio isn't bad. I don't remember it being outstanding or anything, but I don't remember it being horrible. It was months and months ago that I kind of looked him up. I want to say I watched one of his decision fights, and then checked out his knockout and highlight reel type shit. But Val's not bad. I know that other dude's like a decision fucking monster. I was looking him up earlier.
yeah.
But I would definitely say don't take the over based on that. Val can knock a motherfucker out. Yeah, that's all I
Well,
would just
his
say.
nickname is the Animal, so that could be the reason.
Well, I'm just saying don't take the over based on the fact that Elliott has so many decisions.
Well, and
I
I've
would
seen the
rather
size disadvantage. That's got to be a part of it too. Because he's only 5'8", and this Wales dude, this Elliott's 6 foot, 72-inch reach,
I got 5'11" on him.
5'11".
Yeah, I got
Is
5'11".
it UFC stats one?
No, it's sure dog.
Let's see what stats says for him. They are giving him a 5'8" with a 74-inch reach. So, geez, he does have a reach. He's got a reach advantage, even though he's 4 inches shorter, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does got knockout in it. I would also still kind of think that it's an under. Usually, some of these guys, the way that he came in against Bo Nickel, in all reality, was pretty aggressive. He wanted to make a name for himself. I mean, that was just the wrong guy to have your debut against. So, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm sure the UFC would love it. The other thing about this Elliott, he is only 26. So, 30 years old, 26 isn't too young. Uh, Probably started fighting. If we do a little bit more research on the guy, he was 7-2 in his Cage Warrior from 2019. He did have an amateur career. Looks like he started fighting in about 2017, early 2017. So I mean, he's put his time in to at least not be called a complete rookie. But he hasn't really fought too much competition, which is not a surprise for some of these guys, Cage Warriors. If you ain't got a name, you ain't got a name.
Hey
Uh,
Joe. Let
Yeah.
me ask you something, man. This Rinya Nakamura, is that the wrestler? Blonde
Uh,
haired Japanese wrestler?
no, I don't remember him having blonde hair. He might be the blonde hair dude. He Nakamura is fucking legit, bro. He's legit as fuck. He's got knockout power. I want to say he's got a couple subs on him. And if you go check that fight, the sub is probably more likely than the knockout. I was looking that up a little bit, probably a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. I really just wanted a refresher on Carlos Vera. Yeah, Nakamura is going to finish that dude. I'm not even questioning the fact that he is going to
So,
finish that guy.
yeah, Nakamura is the guy I was thinking of, the guy that fought Fernie.
Oh
Um,
yeah, he
I'm
does
not.
dye it blonde. But when you watch his tape, bro, he doesn't always do that shit.
I'm not saying that he isn't the favorite because he's obviously really good. But at -1,000, I don't know. Personally, watching that tough season, I thought Carlos Vera was the best 135er on what's his name, Connor's team. Going the distance with fucking what's his name, Brad Katona. Like,
Oh,
I'm I'm I'm
yeah,
I'm not
okay, I
saying
see it.
he'll win, but
Well,
shit,
they
I
sure as fuck
over
don't
one and a
think he's
half is
gonna.
only plus 105 right there.
I know his brother.
Who?
Whose brother?
Brad Castano?
Nakamura's?
No, Vera's. I train
I
with
will
his
say
brother
this:
Miguel.
Nakamura is gonna be much bigger in there. I understand he's only got like an inch or a 2 inch height advantage or some shit, but
I know that boy's wide, right? He's got them
yeah,
fucking
He's
he's
got
waddle
Dana
big
White
boy.
shoulders.
on his side.
He's a big boy, and he has a lot to deal with, and he comes out the gate like a bat out of
Yeah,
hell.
yeah, and don't
Um,
forget the wrestling
yeah,
credentials.
it is not.
Yeah,
I
he's freestyle wrestling.
Yeah, bro,
It.
he is
Has
afraid of
competed in
fucking
many
nothing.
tournaments over the years. He's medaled at the Japan National Championship 3 times as a senior, claiming 1 silver and 2 bronze, and is the 2017 under 23s freestyle wrestling world champion. He also won a bronze at the 2010 or
Yep,
2011 World Championship and is a World Cup medalist. So he
yep.
knows how to fucking grapple.
Oh yes, he does. I'm
Yeah, he's
probably
got some
shooting myself
knockouts
in the
too, bro.
foot, but I'm gonna go
He's
his way.
Well,
legit.
yeah, I mean
I'm
that's a
telling you.
strong dude. That's a strong dude. Anybody
Yeah,
that's
I'm
got
telling
that.
you. I looked him up before, and like I remember being very surprised that Fernie was able to go with him the way he did. Was able to just stay. I just remember being fucking jaw dropped. Sometimes it's just that right matchup. If Vera can get him, I mean, I would be fucking floored. At -1,000, I don't bet anything though. You try to find a prop.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you get closer to the fight, DraftKings will offer the finish only.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's finish only is all you're getting, and you'll get it at better odds for a parlay piece or something. But it's hard to bet at those odds. But I think those odds are correct. I'm
Yeah.
just not a guy who bets $100 to get $10 back. That's just it's bad math.
Well,
If you drop one of those, you got to get fucking 10 of them to get even. It's bad math.
yeah. Well, in this Vera, you look at his background, and yeah, he's got some undefeated spots where he has fought, but in all reality, it looks like he's your typical old school jujitsu style grappling. His last 2 wins were both guillotine chokes, one in the third round, one in the first.
We talking
Uh,
about Vera?
yeah,
Yeah. I remember them talking about his
he's been around a
jujitsu.
while.
I remember them talking about his jujitsu in the tough season, but I
He gets
remember
it from his
being
brother.
really
He's a brown
impressed with
belt.
with his like karate style and his kicks and whatnot.
Yeah.
But all that does is open him up to get taken down.
True.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely, I guess, making sense why the odds are so fucking apart. I mean, you would think they'd give a little bit of respect to Carlos being around and competing in the Ultimate Fighter and stuff like that. So obviously, you just got to sit with some pretty good coaches. But there's no way in hell I would
I,
fuck with that.
that's why the prop I'll look at is maybe over 1.5, because I just remember being impressed with Vera,
Over one
especially
and a
for being
half.
such an old dog.
Plus
Um,
105. It started at, it says an open at plus 500, but an hour later it was at plus 120. So all it's done is gone down since it was opened for the over 1.5.
yeah, and I mean, now that I have the odds, I can actually talk about the split strat way in advance.
Yeah.
But plus 450 on goes the distance and plus 1,200 on fight goes to split decision. This says that hell no, it is not going anywhere near the over, but at over 1.5, I might even be willing to touch it.
Only because it was wrong so many times last week.
No, I mean, like, that's the thing that you learn how to read it, right?
Yeah,
Fucking.
yeah, that's the point. Huh, that's an odd one. Glad we wasted time on a freaking huge favorite from Japan. We'll go over to Delima taking on Justin Taffa.
I don't ever know which one of these fucks is it. Is this little brother or big brother? I don't know which
I
one's
think
which.
Justin's little brother.
Skinnier one.
So they are brothers. I knew it.
Yeah, yeah, they're definitely brothers. We just beat Austin Lane.
Oh,
So
that
then it's
one.
actually big brother.
That's big brother. You're right.
Well, he is heavyweight, so I figured big brother.
Well, they're both heavyweights.
They're both
Oh,
Yeah.
heavyweights. Yeah.
damn.
Junior, I mean, this is stupid, but Junior is little brother.
Okay.
Just for
Yeah.
future reference.
Yes. Yes, that is true.
Okay, here it is. I see it now.
I've
Okay,
heard a lot
so
of people already pushing for submission on this.
I mean, yeah, just now that I know that it doesn't matter. Both of them don't have a ground game, but
Yeah.
just,
Yeah,
just
to leave it by submission.
yeah, Justin
Under
is
one and
way
a half
worse on the
minus
ground.
200.
Yeah, because he is a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, so is everybody in the UFC.
Hey, real quick, I was in the middle of doing it and didn't want to hold everything up. That last fight, that Nakamura fight.
Yeah.
So only looking at the guys Vera beat and the guys that Nakamura beat. The records, the combined. I quit counting Carlos Vera's opponents' combined record at like 35-60. Like he's beat two or three guys with winning three guys with winning records. Nakamura, I didn't start adding them up. I looked real quick. It's like 11-4, 11-4, 11-3. He's only fought one guy that has a losing record to date. I mean, for whatever it's worth, the strength of competition and the fact that Nakamura was fighting other Japanese wrestlers. Yeah, I'm telling you, that line is where it is supposed to be. I feel confident in that. Anyway, go ahead. I didn't mean to hold you up.
You just wanted to bring us back to a fight we just talked about for a
Fuck
long
you. I was already trying to look it up to contribute to your space, dick.
time. All right, so is Delima going to just get him to the ground and submit his fat ass?
Yes,
Yeah, don't
one
be
million
dumb.
percent. Round
Honestly,
one.
don't be surprised if Delima fucking rocks the shit out of him and
Yeah,
maybe
he's gonna
fucking
leg kick the
pounds him
shit out
out.
of him.
Bro, he can outstrike Tafa. Like I don't know why people think that. I don't know why people think anything different. I really don't. Like he's not like the best striker on the planet, but Tafa. he will outstrike Tafa.
I
In
think
my
I think it's leg kicks from the outside until fucking Tafa overextends and then he fucking just pushes him to the ground basically.
The submission's at plus 400 for Delima, and then him by knockouts plus 265. Tafa, they're giving a plus 130 for a knockout win.
I ain't I ain't playing no games. I'm hitting the Delima money line and
Minus
Delima
120.
inside the distance
All right, on to the
because
Man,
I definitely
Mackenzie
think
Dern's
if
ass against Amanda Lemos. Oh,
I don't
Ozzy, how you
like her,
doing?
but darn.
can you hear Usman?
Yeah, I didn't see Ozzy's uh, hand.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry, fellas. How's it going?
It's going all right.
Yeah, I can't believe. Did you say Delima's only plus 400 for sub?
Yeah,
Oh man, because I was definitely going to play that. I was thinking I might get 10 to 1, maybe 15 to 1. You're telling me he's fucking 4 to 1. That's 5 to 1. That's crazy. Yeah, the money line's probably the bet there. But I was really expecting to get. I thought it was going to be a cheeky play, but looks like maybe everyone's already smashed the line.
now that's why I'm going inside the distance because I think if Delima just fucking pushes him over and puts his fucking belly on him, he can easily just hold him down and just start raining bombs on him.
Bro, please understand in 30 fucking 31 pro fights, Delima has been knocked out twice and has 14 knockouts. Like, Delima knocking him out, outstriking him by pedigree and knocking him out is a very realistic scenario. It just is, man. Like, I know he got knocked out by Derek Lewis or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's not,
it was
you
his
can't
first
say
knockout loss.
in a long time. He had one a long time
Well,
before
like in
that.
UFC, in UFC.
Yeah, yeah. In UFC, that's what I'm. That's fair, bro. He's a really good fighter. He's got a good striking pedigree. Not the greatest, but like when you match him up against Justin Tafa, he can definitely match up against Tafa. I think he can knock him out or submit him. I don't think it's safe to take either. I think inside the distance is the safer. Or
I'd
finish
also
only if you
see.
can get.
I would also say this: when you look at his losing record, besides obviously the bull rush of Derek Lewis, he has 5 losses by submission, and that is not a tough a thing that's ever going to fucking happen.
He could
Yeah,
lay
no
down and
way.
give Tafa his arm, and Tafa go, "What do you want
Yeah,
me to
by
do with that?"
smother with lard. You want to do that a
Yeah,
ton?
like that's it. But I don't know. Like I don't think Top was like a horrible fighter. I just think this is a really bad matchup for him.
All
Like
right.
sometimes I just look at it and I'm like, oh, that guy's gonna piece that dude up.
I think so too.
Very true. On to the ladies. Mackenzie Dern gonna try it one more time against Amanda Lemos. I mean, quickly for me, I think Mackenzie Dern is actually no good compared to what she's just been loved for so much. She's kind of completely swung and missed when she was supposed to do good and put up some entertaining fights and all of that. But if she still has her not getting her grappling going in this fight, Luma's just going to knock her the fuck out because she just takes too many strikes, in my opinion.
Same here, but I'm gonna give it her one last time during by
I'm
submission.
boycotting this
Round
fight.
Yeah.
three. Round three. Look, I
Yeah,
don't like
round
her, but
three.
we gotta choose
No,
someone.
because Tatiana Suarez pulled out. I don't give a fuck about none of these other bitches. I just wish
I
the
don't
fight.
either. Believe me, I don't. I was heartbroken when Tatiana had to pull out.
All
I'm
right.
super heated. I'm super heated about that. Super heated.
You and me both, man.
All right. Well, I'm going to take her in the knockout. Usman, you got anything on this, or you're just thinking about her photos on Instagram?
Yeah, no, practicing discipline, boys. I definitely think Lemos is a side, especially after what we saw in the last fight. But the only thing that I don't like is that I feel like if Mackenzie Dern goes for a half-ass fucking takedown. Lemos will entertain it and go to the ground or fucking attempt a fucking side guillotine or some shit like that. And then now we're all sweating and clenching our buttholes. So practice discipline. I am not touching the fight.
Smart. Okay, on to Fluffy. Anthony Hernandez. Romaine.
Isn't that fight off?
That's the
Uh,
rumor, but I don't think
Is
anything has
it?
been
Oh, don't say
confirmed.
that.
it hasn't been.
Bro, when you look it up on the internet, it says canceled. It has since like 2 days ago. I meant to send it to
Really?
the chat earlier.
I was just looking at it on Google. Hold on, hold on.
I'm looking at
Yeah, go to
Tapology.
Google. That's who said it was
Yeah,
canceled.
I don't know. It's still up on Tapology.
No,
Yeah,
it's on.
If
It's
you
on.
go to the
Fluffy sub
main,
was going to be a bet
It's on
too.
Google. It's on Google. It is not canceled.
Oh yeah, Google. I mean, it runs countries.
All right,
They
going
have to be
back to
correct.
it. Fluffy by submission.
Yep.
Man,
no, Google is what said it was fucking canceled. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Oh no, that was all right. That's why people are tripping. It was his other
fake
fight that
news.
was canceled. He got rescheduled for this card.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
this
against
new
Alice
Russian
Yeah,
Barrow.
guy.
fake news.
Yeah, thank
Fake
goodness.
news.
People just
Fake
saw
news.
Russian and just ran with it.
Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, I will say, Romaine's not no fucking nobody. He's not shit.
And he seemed to up his grappling, but I mean, we just saw what fucking Rodolfo Vieira did. And I mean, MMA math and fucking Roman has not fought Rodolfo, but shit, man, fucking Fluffy melted Rodolfo and made it look pretty fucking easy in his own world. Like Roman has made, uh, it looks like he's made gains in his wrestling and defense, but
And he's definitely got some hands. Starts at the
Fluffy's
feet.
gonna be the guy to test it for sure.
Every fight
Wait,
starts on
Fluffy
the.
is the side?
I
No, I
believe
think he's a
so. I
dog.
think he is.
Because bro, Kapilov is gonna
No,
beat
he's
Anthony
he's
Hernandez.
minus 200.
I
Who
disagree.
Fluffy is
is?
minus
Fluffy.
200.
Fluffy is
Get the
minus
fuck out
200.
of here.
Romaine is a plus 170. So go get your pocketbooks.
Wow.
Fluffy Hernandez all day.
Bro.
Bro,
He
Fluffy.
that's the dude that went the distance with Fermid, right?
With who?
Let's see. Yes, Josh for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Let
Romaine
me see
smoked
that.
him. I think, and Romaine smoked
Yeah,
him.
bro. Roman Kapilov's knocking that dude the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Never,
That's not even a
Save your money,
question
Joe.
to me.
never,
Save your
never,
money.
Well, I
never,
That's
really
not
ever,
believe
even a
ever.
Joe's going to tell
question to
us
me.
it's the dog of the week
I
on Friday.
rebuke your question. Submission Fluffy.
No, no.
Bro, that's not even a
Do
question.
they see him winning by the submission? Which, I mean, that's what I would expect. The over under.
No.
Anybody want to take any guesses on that? 2.5.
Yes.
It's
All
set
right.
at 2.5.
Under.
Set at two and
Under.
a half. Under
Okay.
2.5 is a minus 195. So they think Romaine is sleeping, Fluffy. I'm sorry to tell you this.
He is. That's real life. Anthony Hernandez gonna sleep.
Joe, in order to win a fight, you have to be able to breathe.
Yeah.
Roman's not going to be able to breathe, bro. Fluffy's going to be on top of him the whole goddamn fight.
Yeah.
What
He's
are
gonna
you doing
smother
over
him.
there, dead air? Hey, check out the. No, never
Fluffy's
mind.
gonna smother him.
God.
He's gonna rub him out.
Yeah, listen to this, Joe. Listen to this. He got 6 takedowns against Shabazian. He got 8 against Mark Hunt, 8 against Josh Fremd.
Who did?
And he's going to definitely get some top
Who did?
fluff.
I think Hernandez. You were cutting
Fluffy
out a
got.
little bit.
Wait.
Hernandez.
How many takedowns did he against Fermin? Fermid or however it said.
Fremd.
How did he get that?
He
How many takedowns?
When he 8. He got 8 out of
He's going to be
11.
in real trouble when he's on the ground.
So he got 8 out of 11.
Yeah.
And how long did that fight
in
go?
8 against Marc Andre Barriel. Like he's not a great counter wrestler. He's going to get taken down.
Decision.
If I was you,
You know
I would
Kapilov
bet
has 92% takedown defense, right?
maybe.
Well, I
Who
think
has
Ozzy.
ever
I think
taken him
Ozzy
down and
can't
done
guarantee.
shit to him?
I don't think Ozzy knows that he's got a bad connection.
Sorry,
Ozzy, you got a bad connection, man.
Oh, is that why? Am I talking
Yeah.
at the same
Well,
time? I
yeah.
didn't hear him. My bad.
Because he couldn't really hear himself. Yeah, he kind of got a bad connection, Ozzy. So
Bro, he's not taking Kapilov down. That's not happening. It's not.
All you
yeah,
It's
he
gotta
not.
took
do is
Josh down. It
believe.
was 11 for 8. 4 out of 5 were in the
How
first
many
round.
times did Josh take him down?
Joe,
Josh
how
took
much
him
you want to
down
bet he
once.
takes him down?
And how many times did
He
Josh
took him
take
down
Kapilov
once
down?
in the second round.
How
Who?
many times did Josh take Kapilov down?
Oh, I didn't see that fight.
0 for 5. And then what
Papilov,
happened?
0.
And
0
then
for
what
5.
happened? Oh, he got
Night
fucking
night
knocked out.
with the liver shot.
Fucking knocked out. Folded. Bro, you're not. Yeah,
Oh, I remember now.
that's going to be the battle on Friday. I'm done with it
I
now.
mean,
I
I
can't
definitely
even.
think, but I do believe that a lot of people are starting to get on the train of Anthony Hernandez, that he's so good with his grappling and his
Oh,
all
they
that
better.
submission band.
He's
So
better with
I
his
think you're
grappling.
right. You
I
don't
don't.
even bet your money on it, dude. Shut up.
You know why? You know why? Because if
I
you would go
would.
to the fucking Team Trello, you would see that I spend more money on the fucking bullshit than you do on bets. So fuck off.
And okay, that's the bet that I lose every week. Is me paying
Better
for all these
father.
stupid fucking things.
Son of a bitch. This whole time I've been talking and thinking, y'all are a bunch of a fucking assholes for just ignoring me. And
I don't
my
know. I
mic's
figured.
not
I
even
figured.
fucking on.
Uh,
Jesus, literally, I was about to blow up and just say, well, fuck y'all, man. Y'all don't want to acknowledge anything I'm
but you
saying?
didn't turn your
Fuck
mic
y'all.
on.
He went to leave the space and seen his mic was muted.
But I'm over here looking at fucking space, looking at stats, talking to y'all motherfuckers and thinking, wow, these pieces of shit really don't give a damn about
I thought.
anything,
What'd
I
I
right?
thought one of
do?
those points was good. Wait, that was a good point, man. That was a good point.
He's like, this is valid shit.
What'd I
Telling
do?
his wife, these guys don't even
I
listen to
was
me,
like,
honey.
I was thinking, why the fuck am I even in this space right now? These motherfuckers are just gonna keep on talking over me and then ignore
Uh,
me. I was like, well, shit, y'all at least acknowledge Ozzy that he has a bad connection. Y'all are just ignoring me.
All
Fuck
right, so
me,
what was
right?
the stats?
uh,
What was it? What was it?
Well, for one, Carl Robeson got down fucking Kopylov. Josh Frem's only wins are against Jamie Pickett and Cedric Dumas. Fucking Albert Duraev got down Roman Kopylov. Like, he's definitely looked better in the
Albert Duraev
grappling,
took down everybody he ever fought in the UFC. So what does that mean to me? He took down everybody he ever fought in the UFC.
and he beat fucking Roman Kopylov and Chidi Anjikawani. Chidi's a fraud.
yeah.
Like, I started off this fight by saying Roman's grappling has looked better, but then again he's fighting shitbird Josh Fram, shitbird Claudio Ribeiro, and shitbird Alessia Chirico, whose fucking claim to fame is knocking out fucking
And he
Joaquin
did what he
Buckley.
was supposed to. He made work of every single fucking one of them.
I mean, he went 3 rounds with
He
shitbird
knocked him out.
Chirico.
I'm
Went three
telling you.
rounds with the
He
shitbird.
knocked him out.
Also 3 rounds with a
I mean,
Canadian.
he also lost to Carl Roberson. That's the biggest thing. That's a big no no right there.
Oh,
All right. I guess you guys can talk about it at the next meeting there.
Bro, it's
I'm not
fluffy all
going
day.
because fucking
All
Usman just mutes
right.
his mic when he doesn't like my points and quits talking.
Yeah. Then starts yelling at himself in the mirror. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Doesn't matter what Joe
I'm
said.
I'm a, I'm about to turn on this water. Hold on. I don't want to fucking flood this sound right now.
Hey, just when you see Kapilov stuff Hernandez's takedown. I just want you to right away. I just want all you guys to go fucking Joe. What's the live line right now?
I'll write
Joe.
that.
Smashing Kapulov because it's coming.
Joe, you might be right. He may stop the first takedown. That's okay. But then guess what? He's going to try again. And then he may stop the second one. But then guess what? He's going to try again. And he's going to
Someone's
keep
muted and
going.
talking.
And
Or he's
eventually
gonna
he's going
wake
to
up.
break his ass down.
Or he's gonna wake up on his back. You never know. It's MMA. Reason why we watch it. All right, so now we're up to people my size. Finally, love when I get to talk about my midget people.
I was gonna say
Henry
we're watching
Cejudo.
125 is
Yeah,
next.
Henry Cejudo against Marab.
You guys ready for a retirement or what?
I mean, that's what's got written all over it. He's 37. This is small people. You know, age is way worse down here than anything. I think that it's awesome that it's a 3-rounder. So I kind of see a lot of over in this, as much as there could possibly be some type of finish. I'll cross my fingers for you, Henry, but I don't see it really happening. Rob's definitely been coming out there really strong. I know that his grappling is obviously not to the level of Henry Cejudo, but his MMA grappling is definitely going to be enough to not get dominated. So I'm going to go that it goes to a scorecard.
This is going to be a re-retirement. I have to correct myself because he's already retired before.
Yeah, he had to retire, knock up a chick, get married.
Usman, you know you're muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm muted, motherfuckers. The water's still running.
Usman's over here seeing red. He's like, don't do it. He's like, I'm not saying anything.
He's about to get out of the sandbox. They're not even letting me play with the shovel.
I mean, you're absolutely right, though. I do see the fight going over. Did he leave?
Yeah, he just left.
What the hell?
He'll be back. He's probably fucking around.
But for real, like I agree with you. I don't really see any finishing ability on either side. I feel like that over is going to be juiced as hell, though.
Who are you talking to right now, Rhino? I can't hear somebody.
I'm talking to Andrew.
Okay, I'm gonna dip and be right back.
All right. Maybe it's messing with everybody's mics or something. They're wanting me to end this motherfucker. All right. Well, now we're going off to the next one. Oh, what? Now you leave and then you think you just come back in here and request?
I thought that's how it goes.
Oh, that's how it goes.
Henry Cejudo all the way. Marab can get fucked.
Yeah. So is that mainly just because of dislike?
No, I do not. Well, okay, partially, but Marab's striking is fucking god awful, bro.
Yes.
Bro, Marab is not god awful. Shut up.
His striking is god
Bro,
awful. He's a good
how
fighter.
can you say that when he outstruck the shit out of Peter Yan? Everybody's fucking go.
Everybody knows Jan can't do shit if you don't let him freaking start and get set. He has to reset every time he got fucking taken down.
No,
he didn't even fight a real Peter
He didn't
Yan.
get taken
He
down.
won that fight by failing 8,000 fucking takedowns.
He didn't get relook at the stats, bro. There was no fucking 8,000 takedowns. There was fucking 800 fucking punch attempts. That's what it was. Peter Yan sucks fucking ass. That's what it was.
Henry Cejudo is the goat of MMA, and he's gonna sleep Marab inside of 3
Now
rounds.
that's something I can agree with.
Okay, Connor, what do you got?
Yeah, I agree with Andrew. I think Marab is gonna win. I think he's just gonna put too much pressure on him, be too active. He's probably gonna.
Somebody kick Connor out of the pit.
Young boy, what's up, man? Aren't we cool? Man? Yeah, no, I think he's gonna try to put on a performance like he did against Jan. He doesn't even need to get Cejudo down. I don't think he probably won't even take him down. But the activity is gonna be too much for Cejudo.
I mean, the lines are looking pretty close. I've got Usually the line that's open, it's always open on fucking Tapology. But right now, Bet Online's got Marab at a minus 183. He's made it as low as minus 200, but then has brought down to that, where Henry Cejudo is at a plus 158. When we look at our over under, they of course they made it at 2.5, and over 2.5 is at minus 300. So this is definitely look to be by decisions and scorecards. The Marav win by decision is minus 125. Henry Cejudo by decisions plus 300.
They're going to give me plus money for Marab to do what he always does? Are you serious?
No, for Marav's is minus 125. Henry
Oh, I thought
Cejudo,
you said plus 125. My bad.
no, minus
Do we
125.
know if Derek Cleary is on the judging desk?
That I do not know. I don't even think it'll show me on the UFC stats. Let's see. I'll try and go to it and see if it does have it.
Because that dude fucking hates Henry's ass.
You should be looking
No.
for Kyoji. What's his name? Kyoji something. That guy. Now he's a judge right there. What that means, I don't know, but I fucking always hate every single one of his scorecards.
Well, speaking about hating people, Ian Gary is fighting in the next fight with against Jeff Neal.
I know you guys aren't going to like this, bro, but Ian Gary's winning that fight.
Oh, Ian Gary's winning that fight easy. I don't want
He's
to
gonna
hear
get his
any.
chin tested again, though.
No,
He's
he
going to fucking
isn't.
style on him, bro.
Yeah, I've said it from the beginning. This is an even better matchup than fucking Vicente Luque. What really happened was, is they said, "Hey, Ian Gary, take a break. Don't take this fight against Vicente. We'll make up some bullshit ass pneumonia shit." And now we let you have a full training camp for a style like Vicente, and we're gonna have you even take a longer training camp, and we're gonna put you up against Jeff Neal, who has a similar style, striking pressure wise, and you get even more time to work on fucking your distance control, your jabs, your leg kicks, your fucking movement backwards. This is uh, this is Ian
Fucker needs
Gary.
to learn how to eat some steak, is what he needs to learn.
This is Ian Gary all day.
All right, Connor, what do you got? You just got done jerking off a cock.
Shit. Yeah, I actually agree with Usman. He's probably gonna. I don't think he's gonna walk through Jeff Neal because Jeff Neal's pretty good. But yeah,
He must be
I
going to his diaper party or something like that.
don't know what type of, is that like he's pregnant or something?
Oh, because he just had a new baby. He's got a little
Oh, good
boy.
for him. Good for him. Yeah. No, he's gonna beat him, and people that hate on Ian Gary are gonna hate on him even more because he's gonna keep winning fights.
I mean,
Hopefully,
I
he
don't
climbs
even
up and
like Ian
fights Colby
Gary.
Covington and beats some dog shit out of him too.
Connor, what's up with your mic, bro?
He's at
It's
work.
usually at
Oh,
work.
okay. I can like
I'm
barely
grinding,
hear you.
Andrew. I'm grinding.
Joe, what do you got?
Isn't it crazy how we all know each other's fucking work schedules and shit just by us talking to each other? Like every time Dad wakes up at 8 p.m. and starts liking everybody's shit, I go, well, he's getting ready for work. Hit that night shift, dog.
That's funny.
So I was just gonna add to this one that I do think Ian Gary should be the favorite. I don't have some hot take to make him the dog, but I will say that anybody who thinks that Ian Gary is going to just be able to stand there and strike with Jeff Neal and it'll be no problem. Man, just think it twice. He's going to have to do something a little different because Neal knocks people fucking out. Like
Yeah.
it's not me being like, oh, I like Jeff Neal. And like, if you go back and look at his stats, like his hit to strike ratio, he lands like 5 per minute, but absorbs 5.5, which I always say is a flag. But when you go look at his stats, it's like 2 fights where he just got fucking schooled and pieced up. that slant the fucking stats way against him.
And one
He
of them was
lands,
which one?
he hits people.
Shavkat was a big, well, I mean, strikes landed 113 to 69. He's got a bad loss to Wonder
It was
Boy, where
Shavkat
Wonder Boy,
and Wonder Boy. Those
yeah,
are the
Wonder
Yeah.
Boy hit
two.
him 171 times.
Now let me just ask y'all: do y'all think Ian Gary can replicate the Wonder Boy style? Because personally, I think he can. I've I,
Kinda.
I've I've disliked Ian Gary. I don't like the fucking dude, but I don't remember who was the fight before Song Kanan. Was it Daniel Rodriguez? It might have been the fight even before that. I remember seeing fucking
Gabe
Ian
Green.
Gary, Gabe Green. It was
Gabe
definitely the Gabe
Green.
Green fight. I remember seeing Ian Gary walking backwards, getting punches thrown at him, and fucking landing a head kick while moving backwards. That's the kind of movement that just really fucking eats up fucking Jeff Neal. Now, I'm not gonna say he's gonna destroy Jeff Neal, but it's gonna look like a 30-27 or an obvious 29-28.
I still question Gary's chin though.
So you don't think he knocks him out then?
I think it's in play. Like if something if he pulls fucking Jeff Neal into a perfect head kick or just a perfect strike as he's coming forward, but for the most part, I'll be taking Ian Gary money line for safety, and maybe sprinkling on the decision.
Man, if I bet that fight, I'm fading Ian's bitch ass. I don't like that motherfucker.
Yeah, he is.
But you're not gonna bet that fight, right?
No, so actually, what I got in my slip right now, and I'm thinking about placing is money line on Marab, Ilya, Paulo, Miranda, uh, Delima, Kapulov. Those six get me plus 6,000. $15 pays for the whole bet tracking system.
Now, how about you only do Marab and Miranda and you win money?
What?
You only do Marab and Miranda and you win a parlay. Because did you say you were putting Jeff Neal on that?
Do Do you want to compare parlay only slips by percentage and see who has a higher one? I'll give you my betting account. You can log in.
All right, put your dick away. Put your dick away.
Fucking
Yeah, zip
fucker.
it. Yeah,
All
zip it up,
right.
fucker.
Speaking
Why,
of,
how do you make money betting them two only?
I don't know.
it's
What are the
slower.
odds?
Baby steps. Baby steps.
Ooh, now I gotta modify my slip. I don't know how to minus them. Wait, let me see if I put zero for their bet. If it, oh, I can do that. All right. So who do you want me to bet?
Just Marab and just Miranda.
All right. So just Marab and just Miranda. I don't think this is gonna get me very much, bro.
Nah, it isn't.
There's a lot of other picks on this card though that you could take with ease.
Yeah, like the next fight, Robert Whitaker against Paulo Costa.
I did, Paulo Costa. I said that shit.
But that's not the next fight because that fight's going to be canceled. So go to the main
Hey,
event.
YB's gonna
he had
fight
like a
Robert
commercial
Whitaker.
to do. Fabio, he's got to be ready for
Hey,
photos.
bro, you leave Paulo alone.
He's picking up more pussy in a week than we have in our lives. Robert Whitaker, man, he's at a minus 220. I feel like that's pretty damn high
Yeah, I feel
for a
like
guy
that's.
coming off a loss. So I think that'll come down.
It's too much juice for my taste.
Yeah, I definitely don't like that. I mean, I know there's a lot of love for Robert Whitaker just because he's a really nice guy and everything like that. So it's hard to really say anything bad about him when he's got such a huge fandom.
Hey,
But I don't
Usman.
think he's that good of
Sorry, Rhino. Let me
Go
put my
ahead. Go ahead.
no. Let me put my hand up. I'm sorry.
All right. Now your
Joe, I'm
hand's up.
calling on you, Joe.
Oh, Usman, bro. Do you think that Andrew mutes his mic while he like puts his vegetables in a juicer and then pours that shit in a cup, and then while he's drinking his juice makes comments like, "That's too much juice for my taste," about betting.
Look, okay, so let me ask y'all a question because I was always under the impression that chalk is bad. Chalk is a heavy minus number, a heavy
No,
favorite.
the
And
chalk doesn't mean
juice
bad.
was
Chalk means safe.
chalk means
What?
safe.
Yeah,
I
bro.
thought
So a
I
chalk
thought
bet is a safe bet. Like when you bet chalk, you're a bitch. Like if you bet aggressive, like if you go to like the horse track or you go to like a live betting environment where you're around people who bet aggressive, betting chalk is considered like betting bitch. Like you took a -1,000, you took a -500. Like betting chalk is betting safe.
Penny slots.
see,
I
I
put the
thought
penny slots.
chalk was big favorite and juice was good a good dog. So juice is not underdog. Is that what you're telling me?
Sorry, I was
Chalk is like up to 250. Donkey chalk, which is like extreme chalk, is like minus 250 and above.
Yeah, but like the term chalk it generalized to betting is what I'm saying would be like
No,
it,
he's asking because I said juice.
oh no, so juiced would be to me if someone says a line is juiced, that would mean that it already got like so the bookies
It
if
already
a
got hit.
fighter should be minus. Now this is my take on it. If a fighter should be -200, right? Like say we all concur, fucking Marab should be, and he is, but Marab should be -200. But the bookies post a line at -400. That's what a juiced line is to me. The bookies already took it from you. You're not getting
Mhm.
nothing out of it. They soaked you dry already.
Like
That's
minus
my impression.
1,000.
Well, no, like what I'm saying is it's when you feel like the bookies mislined it so that you can't make any money.
Kind of
No,
like
Like,
I
the
was talking
Nakamura
about the
fight.
Japanese kid. Yeah, I was talking about the Japanese kid that's the minus
yeah,
1,000.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's why I
Okay.
said it though, because minus 225 is a lot for me, at least for Rob.
Yeah.
For Rob coming off of a knockout loss, like, no, that's too much for me.
All right, Trace, you had something to say. Go for it.
Just want to say you boys do great work, man. I've been sitting back listening and enjoying, really enjoying the content, guys. Keep up the good work.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for
Cap
hopping
MMA,
in.
boys. Cap MMA. Taking
Fucking
over the
fucking
Hey,
Cap
Yeah.
MMA cheerleader over
Young
here.
boy, what do you got?
hey, wait, real quick. I need to know for studio reasons, I guess. When my
Okay.
heater runs, do you guys hear it?
No,
It's running right now. You don't hear that?
no.
Well, you better go catch it, bud.
Yeah, no kidding.
Man, are you
My
kidding
heater's
me that I don't
running.
turn that motherfucker down all the time comes up when we got guests? Because I'm like, I don't want it to make noise, and you motherfuckers don't even hear it. God damn it.
Nope.
Joe, relax, bro. It's okay.
Now you don't have to be called anymore. All right. Main
I was
event.
gonna say Costa's gonna knock Whitaker out. Whitaker has a problem with physicality.
Yeah,
And
he does.
if we get a vintage, like just give me a good version of Paulo coming back from all the nonsense. I've had all these fallouts, everybody's saying I don't fight and yada yada yada. He could just fucking roll Whitaker. I understand Whitaker's got all this skill and everything, but Costa's a big motherfucker and he is jacket right now with that secret juice.
Fuck yeah, he is. And I've been trying to tell you guys, Whitaker is just on the way down. It's not like I don't like
Yeah.
Rob. He's on his way down, man. The science is the
I don't
science.
know, though. I don't know. I feel like this fight, it's a good stylistic fight for him. I feel like him, the Holocaust, the Tories, those are good fights for Rob. Those are guys that he can outpoint, guys that he can outmaneuver. He's faster than him,
I think
cleaner than
Paulo.
him. He can use the wrestling to stop what they try to do, or use the wrestling to get them down. He's got the edge almost everywhere. I feel like this is a good fight for Rob.
Yeah, but what happens when Paulo kicks him in the head?
When Paulo is not this powerhouse. Paulo is a guy that beats guys when he gets beats by KO. It's via accumulation. He's a pillow fisted fighter. He's not some big powerhouse. He's gonna go out there and of the two, Rob is the more powerful puncher, and Rob's not a finisher either. This is gonna be a three or is it a 3 round fight? Yeah, 3 round. This is gonna be a 3 round decision where Rob Whitaker outpoints and outclasses him.
To be clear, though, I did not say goes out there and punches him,
This
knocks
is
him out.
recorded.
I
This
said
is
kicked him
recorded.
in the head. Kicks him in the head.
So if he does that, then
Mm.
that's some good juice he got, and he should probably sell it.
They call it juicy juice. Used to have it when I was a kid. Anybody else got anything on this fight, or we're going to the main event, which is something I put a bet on when it first opened, which is the Alexander Volkanovski and Ilya Taporia main event, where it opened having Taporia at a plus 155. And I thought it was just too quick for Volk to get back into the ring after having a knockout that was pretty hard to Islam. So I put some money on that. So I already have some bet on it. But I will tell you this, I hate cocky people. And this dude's acting way too cocky for me. And I think my long time bet that was made when this fight was announced is probably going to lose because I think Volk's going to beat the fuck out of him.
Yo, shout out to anybody that did get that plus 150 line on him though, man. That's like that's. I
I
mean,
did. Yeah.
you're gonna
Yeah. Plus 155.
if you were gonna play him, that was when to play him, man. Because it's like that's good. That's a good movement. This fight right here, this fight's tough. This is definitely one of the hardest fights on the card for me to pick. I'm hoping that it's not we're not seeing a decline in bulk. We do know that speed is very important at the lighter weight classes. So if he does start to lose a step with being the older fighter, it could be a problematic for him. While he hasn't been submitted, and they're like trying to say that he is unsubmittable, I think if Taporia gets him down, he could get him submitted, or he could submit him early in the fight. But I think like last week, this is another fight similar to the fight last week, where we see the younger explosive fighter come out early, try to get the knockouts, trying to throw heat, trying to tackle him, trying to get him down, and then him just take over late in the third and rally a 5th round decision to another victory. I feel like Volkanovski's still gonna prove that he's still that guy, even if he isn't fighting at quite the same level he was. I do think that I think Taporia's gonna get a little slice of humble pie tonight or Saturday night.
Well, he's going to come in pretty hungry. That's for damn sure.
But
Alexander Volkanovski's got a real big. He's got a lot of eyes watching him for this fight. He's
oh
going to
yeah,
come back pretty hot.
I did put one unit on Taporia's sub prop though, because I do think that if he does win, it's probably going to be some kind of sneaky
No,
sub in an exchange.
not a bad sprinkle. Joe, what do you got?
So I kind of skipped it earlier on the Ian Gary fight, and what I just because I don't want to drag your space, but I'll be watching Ian's behavior leading up to the fight this week to decide if I'm actually going to bet against him or not. There's a good chance that if he skips a presser or I think he's shook at a presser, I don't record my shit, I guess, like other guys do, but I feel like I hit at a very high ratio when I bet against guys having like nervous breaks or distractions. I feel like that's probably the sharpest edge that I find that's not sitting down watching tape. Um, I think that Alexander Volkanovski is. So I know I don't like Volk, guys. I know that I'm a Volk hater, and I know that I know what you guys, the shit you're going to give me. Um,
I
Volk
should have called
is.
on Young Boy.
Nah, go watch Volk. Go watch all the footage available on Volk. Go watch all the little interviews you can find. Go watch the countdown twice. Go watch all of it. Volk is like dealing with depression. Depression from success. It happens to people. They achieve a mountaintop and then they don't know what else to do. With him, it was up till Islam. If you watch his shit, I think it might be the countdown where he even says it. I've watched a bunch of it. I've been looking him up, everything I can find on him. So it might not be the countdown, and if it's not, DM me. I'll find it
It
for you.
is the countdown. I was just watching it.
Where he says he drank every day.
Yeah, or he was drinking every day, and how, yeah, he starts bawling after he
But
lost.
when you see it, like, you just see certain physicality changes in somebody who actually drinks a lot, like in their skin. I'm a person who I've been around a lot of drinkers, and you can just spot certain tells. So I think he really was drinking heavy in some of them interviews that are a little older. And if I was an Alexander Volkanovski fan and I was a guy who wanted to bet him based on tape study and statistics and all that shit, and I got to his social, everything social, I'm just calling it social because it's what we can find on all the social medias, I would immediately tell myself, do not bet him. He is not in a good place mentally for winning, and he is in an even worse place mentally for losing. And if he does, he's gonna break. The thing about if he does, he's gonna break is that he knows that he's already thinking it. He's already preparing for what if. It's probably not something he did before, but he is. He lost. He was drinking. He knows he fucked up. When you go on one of them benders for these guys that are at their peak, they all tell you you're not the same when you come back, even a couple months later. You can go find interviews of Eljo and several other people just saying like, bro, I partied for fucking 2 months when I became the champion, and like I am not the same after that.
Like, Chuck
So
Liddell had a great career while being an alcoholic, I'll have you know.
cool. Chuck Liddell would get murdered by everybody in the top 15. Prime Chuck Liddell would get murdered by these guys. It's not the same game. So
How dare
I
you?
just I won't be hammering that point too hard in Trace's Space Friday. He's got some guests coming, and it'll be probably more strictly on tape and statistics. I may slide it in there a little if I get the opportunity, but I'm not going to hammer it home like that. I think if you guys haven't went and looked at who Volk is and what he's got going on, you might want to before you go put your money on him.
All right, Youngblood, you have something, but not as long. That'd be great.
Piss off.
So I'll start by just agreeing with everything Joe said. Volk's
Okay, on to the
mentality is
next.
fucked, right? He like you just listen to all these interviews. He is not in the best mental place. Taporia is gonna drop this man and latch up a submission so fucking quick. The MMA community is not gonna know what the fuck to do. Volk has not been submitted. And that's exactly how this shit happens. It is either a round one, round two submission, or a split decision and they rematch. But I am saying round one, Topuria drops him flat like a flash drop. I mean, just a big punch. And he puts Volk to fucking sleep.
Oh, oh,
Jeez,
oh,
that's sad,
oh, oh.
but Joe would be happy.
Hey.
What?
So when Volk so there's a very hard statistic to beat. Like, it is the craziest, weird cutoff line ever. Volk beat Rodriguez when he was 34. When he turned 35, he lost to Islam. And now he is going into another title fight at 35 years old. Bro, that statistic, listen, when you understand real statistical probabilities and you see the ones that stand way out, bro, to win a title over 35 years old is almost fucking impossible. To defend it, win it, have those title fights, man, that is huge. And he lost a title fight at 35 years old to prove that point.
I mean, the only thing I don't like about Taporia is he is one cocky son of a bitch, dude.
I love cocky. I love that shit.
I don't think you want to say it like that, but uh,
I love
he
it,
just
daddy.
the guy. No kidding, pretty close, same thing. Uh, I mean, he just talks so. I don't even get hit in the face and stuff like that, but I mean, when you watch his fight with Bryce Mitchell, and Bryce Mitchell holds him down. Like if Bryce Mitchell can hold him down, and he didn't even really even try to get up. I think the grappling battle, I really wonder what's going to happen in that. Is Taporia going to be able to keep this on his feet and knock him out in the first round, or is this going to be a little bit of a grappling battle where Volkanovski's got a lot of that? I mean, hopefully he's not having a nervous mental breakdown and had a good solid camp. Uh, they did say that how they got there, early, and now they do extra workouts when he was coming for some of the other events and things like that. So obviously, he knows this is his last ride. He loses this fight. What's the point? He'd have to do two more.
Topuria is
So
Georgian, but that's Spanish confidence, bro. That's why he's like that. He's got Spanish confidence, even though he's from Georgia.
well, yeah, it definitely sounds like that. He's sitting there with his wife and looks all drinking his wine with some gigantic fucking glass or some shit. I don't even know what the hell they were doing.
Yeah, because
Ozzy.
you don't have enough money. You don't have enough money to know what they
Yeah,
were doing.
yeah.
That's
I'd probably get punched in the face. Ozzy, you got a good connection? Let's hear what you got.
Yeah, let's see, guys. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, you're all good.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. We had a massive storm just kind of come through for a minute.
Oh, jeez.
Um, yeah, listen, man. This fight, I don't get the odds. I see nothing but greatness in Volkanovski. I'm not seeing what everyone else is seeing in Taporia. I mean, he's not shit by any means. He's really good everywhere, but he's going against the best to ever do it at this weight class, man. He's going to get outpaced on the feet. The fight's standing as long as Volk wants it standing, and if it's on the ground, Volk's going to be the one on top. I don't see Volk getting taken down. I don't see him. He's not. Is he willing to go to the places that Volk's willing to go? I don't think so, man. He's never really been tested like that. And Volkanovski, say what you want about his last fight. He got knocked out by a guy way bigger and stronger than him. Um, if Topuria had a fought Makachev, no one there's a rematch.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yo,
Ooh,
Ozzy,
sorry, still
funny
there?
ass props. Let a brother know about them.
Yeah, man. I got Volkanovski money line, man. I don't bet money lines much, but at this price, you give me one of the best in the world to do it at almost a pick up. Like he's probably going to end up an underdog if you guys keep betting him. Um,
Yeah.
so I've got him round 4-5 or decision at plus 220, and then I've got his money line, and I'm going to put him in a bunch of parlays. I like the fight goes the distance. I like fight starts round 4. I will have a little bit of money on fight ends in split, just in case it does
Yeah.
go to decision. I don't want to be fucking sweating a close decision on Volkanovski. Other than that, I don't know. This is going to be a big betting card for me, man. And Volk's going to be at the tip of it.
what book do you bet with, Ozzy?
Oh, dude, you don't want to know. I got about
Oh, dude.
16 books, man. I just keep getting limited over and over and over again. I don't know if all these books communicate with each other here in Australia or what, but I'm not even talking like I know people that are winning 50 grand. I'm nowhere near
So
that. I
what it
win
is, bro?
3 grand, I
They're
get
all
fucking blocked. It's just
a bunch
crazy.
of them are probably owned by the same people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the same, man.
Probably
But
the truth.
I'm joining with fucking. I just got my fucking
You
poor
bet with
father-in-law
Marathon?
blocked. Hey.
You bet with Marathon?
Nah, there's a lot of tiny books over here, man. Like our biggest is probably Sportsbet, Ladbrokes, Neds, and Bet365, and I'm blocked on 2 of them.
Where did you get that
Uh,
round 5 or decision?
hey,
Where did you get the round 4, 5 or decision?
that was at Sportsbet.
Okay.
So Ned's is like the worst line you can get. You get Betfair over there?
Betfair, I just joined up for Betfair, but the odds are kind of Like you're
Yeah,
just
but they
betting
got
against.
Volkanovski at minus 114. That's the best in all of our. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 10 Australian books on Cap MMA on the site. I'm not plugging it. I'm really using it right now. And the best line for the Aussie books is minus 114 out of Betfair.
Yeah, I actually was looking at your site the other day. That's why I joined on to Betfair. But over here, it's like I don't know if it's still the case at the moment. If it is, I'll send you a screenshot. But I was looking at it yesterday, and the odds were like $1.03. Like it was, I could only bet against other people, and some dudes put Taporia out there at fucking $1.03, and then they also the same persons put Volkanovski at $1.03. So I don't know exactly how it fucking works for this Betfair, but it seems that it's just betting against other people, not the book. So I got to look more into it.
Ozzy, let me ask you a question. I'm sorry to take your minutes here, Rhino, but Ozzy, let me ask you a question because you use the site. So, like, how much would you value the intent here real soon is to have it so that every fight that's listed on the board, we're getting a small infrastructure fix. So you've probably seen a few of the glitches happening lately. All that's getting fixed right now. And once that's done, we're going to add tail of the tape, but it's going to be on the board in a pop-up. Like, right, each match will have like a view matchup and it will pop up. Like, I don't know if you use UFCstats.com. Like,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
have
yeah.
everything they have. We'll have everything they have plus a couple more things. Um, how valuable to you, like how more often would you go to our site instead of another site? And I'm really asking, don't play it up if that was there for every fight.
Look, the least amount of windows I have to have open, the better. If I can find a site that does everything, I'll just go to that. Like at the blog, I said I got about 16 books I use, man, and I got to open up every fucking one. I got to see who's got props, who doesn't, what the props are from this to that. It's just crazy. So if you guys ever figure that out, how to put the props on for each site, I can imagine that's like 100 times more work or 1,000 times more work than you've already put into it. But I don't know if there's an easy way to do that, but if there is, man, that would be absolutely insane.
So what I'm trying to do is get a the tail of the tape in place, and then a bat tracking system, which is a much smaller project than it sounds like actually. Um, and then I plan to go after as many props and alternative rounds as we can possibly figure out how to get. So
That would be
um,
crazy. That would be crazy if you could do that.
that's that's what I'm hoping to do. If I can get it there, yeah, I mean that's the goal. We got 18 other goals at the same time. Thanks for the time, Rhino. Thanks for the feedback, Aussie.
No worries, mate. Volkanovski, let's go.
All right, definitely. I agree with the Volkanovski pick and everything like that. Even when Joe says that he's on a suicide watch at this point. So you guys know everybody in here. We're gonna probably gonna you guys doing a show tomorrow, Joe,
Of
Andrew. You
course.
guys, all right? You guys got a little hints of what you're talking to tomorrow, or I know it's not like
No,
the big.
I don't write the show till Tuesday morning.
Gotcha.
It's
Trace,
a
you got
headline
somebody
show.
coming on Friday.
Yeah, we have Big Gun Brian Petrie from the Anik and Florian podcast. He's one of the cappers on there that breaks down the show with John Anik and Kenny Florian. And he's also has his own podcast, the MMA Takes podcast. Yeah, pretty excited about having him on. He's pretty big name. Yeah,
Yeah,
connection.
definitely a guy.
That's
Definitely a
pretty
guy
good.
that puts a lot of work and time into it and stuff like that, man. There's a lot of them, so it's pretty cool that you got a guy like that to come on. Well, everybody, uh, this was episode 7 of Cash and Trash. I had a good time. We'll see you next week. Obviously, we do one tomorrow. We got one on Friday, and then we'll be hooking back up on Sunday night. Good luck on your bets. Peace.